Okay, here's Beowulf, part 2, where we left off with Grendel coming into the Hall of Harold and meeting Beowulf, so let's jump right in here. Mighty and canny Hygelac's kinman was keenly watching for the first move the monster would make, nor did the creature keep him waiting, but struck suddenly and started in. He grabbed and mauled a man on his bench, bit into his bone lappings, bolted down his blood, and gored on him in lumps, leaving the body utterly lifeless, eaten up, hand and foot. Venturing closer, his talon was raised to attack Beowulf, where he lay on the bed. He was bearing in with open claw when the alert heroes come back and armlock forestalled him entirely. And Anglo Saxon. Nea that se agleka yinden thulte achi gefeng harde. For man sitte slapenne, rink, salt un vernum batban lokan, bloderdum drank, sin snedum swelt, sona hafte, un leifa gendes, ealge formod, vetton fulma, forth near et stop, nom tha midhanda, hye thaiting, rinkon resta, rettogen feond midfulma, hi on feng hrath, inuit thankum on with erum gesat. The captain of evil discovered himself in a hand grip harder than anything he had ever encountered in any man on the face of the earth. Every bone in his body quailed and recoiled, but he could not escape. He was desperate to flee to his den and hide with the devil's litter, for in all his days he had never been clamped or cornered like this. Then Hygelac's trusty retainer recalled his bedtime speech, sprang to his feet, and got a firm hold. Fingers were bursting, the monster backtracking, the man overpowering. Sona that on funde fyrena hirde that hine midden yardes eorthon skeata on elran men moongrippe maran he on more worth fort on verhith. Oh, that's a tough one. Verthe. No, they are from Miete. Heiger was him benvus. Vuldeon heolsta bleon. Se kan deoflaget dreg. Nevas his toth dar. Swilke he on elde dagam. Gemette gemunde tha se goda. Mea hyglakas efen spreke up lang astod. On him vaste wirt finges barsten, etan vast utver eor furtulstop. The dread of the land was desperate to escape, to take a roundabout road and flee to his lair in the fens. The latching power of his fingers weakened. It was the worst trip and terror-monger had taken to Heorot, and now the timbers trembled and sang, a hall session that heralded every Dane. Inside the stockade, stumbling in fury, the two contenders crashed through the building. Minte se mara darhi miatiswa waidre gewindan on weg thanon fleon on fin hoppu Rista his fingra geweld on grammes grapum dat was geo corsith dat se herm skatha to heorut atea dreit sella dainede denum ialum wirth siesta buendum senra gewilcum iorum ialus gerwin ire waran begen retheren werdas rekend linsode. The hall clattered and hammered, but somehow survived the onslaught and kept standing. It was handsomely structured, a sturdy frame braced with the best of blacksmith's work inside and out. The story goes that the pair struggled, mead benches were smashed, and sprung off the floor, gold fittings and all. Before then, no shielding elder would believe there was any power or person on earth capable of wrecking their horn-rigged hall. Da was wundermikkel that se winsella with hefte hertho deorum that he on hurusan ne feol feger fod bold ak he thast festa was in en don uten I iron bendum zero thoncum be simoth si bes smithod was a tough one. Dartham sile a beg mede benk monig meine gefrege golde geregnad der dagramen unan das ne wendon witten schildinga that hit a mid gemette mana anig. Unless the burning embrace of a fire engulfed it in flame, then an extraordinary wail arose. In bewildering fear came over the Danes. Everyone felt it who heard the cry as it echoed off the hall, the god-cursed scream and strain of catastrophe, the howl of the loser, the lament of the hell serf, keening his wound. He was overwhelmed, manacled tight by the man who of all men was foremost and strongest in the days of his life. Betlik on banfag, to brecken might, listum tolukan, nymphe ligast fathum, spulge on svatul, swega bastag, niwe geneyahe, nordenum stod atalik, igasa, anra ge vilkam, dara theon wille, what ge haidon, gare leoth galen, godes and sakan, sige liesne sang, sarvanigian hele hefton, heul hine faste, sede manavas megene stränkest, ondam dea disenlifes. But the Earl troop's leader was not inclined to allow his caller to depart alive. He did not consider that life of much account to anyone, anywhere. Time and again, Beowulf's warriors worked to defend their lord's life, laying about them as best they could with their ancestral blades. Stalwart in action, they kept striking out on every side, seeking to cut straight to the soul. When they joined the struggle, there was something they could not have known at the time, that no blade on earth, no blacksmith's art could ever damage their demon opponents. Nulde erola heleo egnige tingathone quelm cunam cunque forletan ne his lef dias leoda anigum naitilde der genehost bregid eor Beowulfus elde lafa Wulde freya dreitnes feor ergien marnes deodnes dar hi niaton swa he dat ne wistan dar hi gewen drugen herd hickende hilde mekras on helfa gewonna heyawan stoltan Sale sekan donesin skethen anig offa erdan irena kist. And that concludes part 2 of Beowulf.